What's up, everybody? Coach Matt here. Hey, so maybe you've decided to jump on the GLP-1 bandwagon. Maybe you're using Ozempic or Wegovy or some other Semaglutide or a similar med. Maybe the pounds are practically falling off for you. It's like magic, right? These medications suppress your appetite and slow down your stomach emptying, making you feel full on less food. So your result is generally that you're gonna eat fewer calories and boom, the scale starts dropping. Awesome, right? But hold up, there's a catch. Well, those GLP-1s are fantastic, aren't melting away fat, they don't discriminate. If you're not careful, along with the fat loss, you could be losing muscle mass and even bone density. So in other words, without the right approach, you might accidentally be trading your hard-earned muscle for that weight loss. And trust me, that's not a trade you wanna make. Why? Because losing too much muscle can slow your metabolism, weaken your bones, and leave you skinny but flabby and weak. Think of skinny fat, we've all heard that phrase before. The opposite of healthy is what you're gonna become. Don't worry though, we're gonna fix that. In this video, I'm gonna explain in plain English with a sprinkle of fun why anyone on GLP meds absolutely must hit the gym with a strength coach. Let's get into it. First, let's unwrap what's happening in your body when you're on GLP-1s. These drugs are often called a once-in-a-generation weight loss solution. They can dramatically cut body weight by curbing your hunger, but with a rapid weight loss comes a mystery villain, and that is muscle loss. And it's not just GLP-1s. Any rapid weight loss, from strict dieting to bariatric surgery, will inevitably burn some muscle along with the fat. It's simply how our body works. When you start cutting calories, your body isn't picky. It'll pull energy from fat stores and muscle tissue to keep you going. So here's the eye-opening part. Studies show that 15 to 40% of the weight loss on GLP-1 medications come from lean mass, which is muscle and bone. Yes, you heard that right. Up to 1/3 or even more of the weight loss you're proudly shedding might be muscle or bone density. In one study on Semaglutide, about 40% of each pound lost was lean tissue, rather than your fat. Now, losing fat is great, but losing nearly half as much in muscle, not so great. So why does this happen? Well, you can think of it this way. GLP-1s have essentially turned your appetite dial way down. You'll be in a calorie deficit where you're eating far less than you burn off, so your body is scrambling for fuel. Fat provides a lot of energy, but your body also breaks down some muscle for glucose and your energy needs when your intake is that low. So if you're not actively telling your body, hey, I need this muscle, don't you dare touch it, your body will cannibalize some muscle to get by. It becomes catabolic. And here's the kicker, it's not just about looks. Losing muscle hurts your health. Muscle mass is your metabolic engine. It keeps your metabolism revving and helps control your blood sugar. In fact, experts note that losing muscle can slow down your metabolic rate and even negatively affect your blood sugar control and your bone health. Muscle helps keep your bones strong and supports nearly every movement you do, so losing too much can leave you weaker, frailer, and with a lower engine for burning calories. That's a recipe for feeling crummy and potentially regaining that weight later. Okay, so let's shine a light on why preserving muscle is such a big deal, especially when you're on GLP-1s. So first off is that your muscle tissue is active tissue. The more muscle you have, the more resting metabolism you have. It's metabolically active. This means you burn more calories even just chilling on the couch if you have more muscle mass. If you lose muscle, your idle speed drops and your body burns fewer calories at rest, which will make you stall your progress and promote weight regain. Keeping your muscle keeps your metabolism humming. The next thing we want to consider is your blood glucose, your blood sugar, and health. So muscle isn't just for show, it's for storage and disposal of blood sugar. More muscle helps soak up more glucose and improves insulin sensitivity, which is great for preventing things like diabetes or even managing it. Studies warn that losing too much muscle may reduce the benefits of Semaglutide on blood sugar control. We want your weight loss to improve your health metrics, and keeping muscle is key to that. Now, I've said it a few times already, but now I want to talk about bone density and your bone strength. When you lose weight rapidly, you're taking a load off your bones, which sounds good in theory, but actually your bones can lose density if they aren't being challenged. Muscle loss makes this worse because muscles tug on the bones to keep them strong. Too little muscle and less weight bearing can lead to bone thinning, which is commonly known as osteoporosis, risks there of bone breakdown. On the flip side, resistance training strengthens your bones by putting healthy stress on them. So strong muscles equal strong bones. The next thing is being functional in your fitness, not actually performing functional fitness, but not getting frail. So I'm sure you've heard the term frailty, and that's what we don't want as we age. We don't want weak muscles, weak bones, and poor balance. If you drop a ton of weight, you also lose muscle and you're setting yourself up for becoming frail even if the scale looks good. Older adults and women are especially at risk. Research shows that they tend to lose more muscle on semaglutide, especially if protein and exercise aren't up to par. Too much muscle loss could mean less mobility, more fatigue, and higher injury risk. We want you to be strong and able to lift groceries, climb stairs, and live a fully functional and productive life. In short, muscle is your best friend in this journey. It's the difference between becoming healthier and fitter versus just smaller and weaker. We definitely want the former. Now, some of you might say, okay, that sounds great. I'll start exercising, I'll start jogging, I'll start doing cardio. We think cardio is wonderful. It's great for your heart, it's great for your lungs, it does help burn calories, but here's the biggest truth bomb of it all. Cardio alone is not enough to protect your muscle mass, especially on GLP-1s. Why not? Well, you gotta think of cardio like running, cycling, Zumba, whatever else you wanna do as burning calories, but not strongly telling your body what to burn. If you're eating very little, as many people on GLP-1s do, and you only do cardio, your body might think to still break down muscle for fuel because there's no signal to specifically keep the muscle. Cardio doesn't significantly challenge your muscles to grow or even hang on. It mainly improves endurance and aerobic capacity. So while you're doing that cardio will help you get fitter cardiovascularly, it won't necessarily prevent muscle loss by jogging alone, for example. Strength training, on the other hand, sends a loud, clear message. Hey body, we need these muscles, we're lifting heavy stuff here. The stimulus tells your body to prioritize muscle maintenance and growth even in a calorie deficit. In fact, research shows resistance exercise is the single most powerful intervention for keeping lean muscle during weight loss. So this translates to lifting weights, beating cardio for preserving muscle every time. It's gonna keep you anabolic, it's gonna keep you growing those muscle tissues versus being catabolic where it breaks all those things down. Now, don't get me wrong, you should and can do some cardio for your health and for your fun, but if you rely on cardio alone, you risk becoming a smaller and less fit and more frail version of yourself. And we want you to be lean and strong, not just lean. So yeah, just keep that heart pumping, but make friends with the weights. You want to protect that muscle mass. Now, I talked a lot about all the bad side of things. Now let's talk about some solutions. The hero swooping in to save the day and your muscles is strength training, also known as resistance training or weightlifting. If GLP-1 is the wizard helping you lose the weight, strength training is the trusty sidekick ensuring that your weight loss is mostly fat and not your precious muscle tissue. It brings bonus health benefits and it has all kinds of other things that we've talked about already that's going to be really beneficial for you. So what does strength training do for you, especially when you're on a GLP-1? Well, first off, it preserves and builds muscle. By challenging your muscles with resistance training, think resistance bands, any of the implements you might see in the gym, or even like body weight exercises, you're actively telling your body to hold on to muscle. Think of each lifting session as putting "do not eat this muscle," a big sign that says that on your gains. Studies find that people on GLP-1s who do regular strength workouts keep far more muscle mass than those who don't. And in a recent trial, folks combined GLP-1 meds with supervised resistance training and adequate protein. The result was a significant fat loss with minimal muscle loss. Some lost dozens of pounds of fat while only losing maybe a pound or two of muscle. And that's the dream scenario, and lifting made it possible. It's gonna help you maintain your metabolic rate. So unlike dieting alone, which can actually slow down your metabolism, lifting weights can help keep your metabolism running hot. Every pound of muscle burns more calories at rest, and building muscle through resistance training can boost your resting metabolic rate. Plus, there's the afterburn effect. After a weight training session, your body uses extra energy for hours or sometimes even days to repair and grow muscle. This means more calories burned overall, helping counteract that GLP-1 showdown on your metabolism. This is one we're all super conscious about. I think at least most people who go to a gym is your body composition. So strength training ensures that the number on the scale goes down and your body composition, which is the ratio of muscle to fat, gets better. You'll be trimming down while keeping or even toning up your muscles, leading to a fit, firm look rather than a saggy one. It's how you go from just lighter to leaner and stronger, and it makes your weight loss a lot more sustainable. So who doesn't want to look better and feel better and be stronger? That's the golden goose right there. Talking about bone and joint health again, lifting weights doesn't just work your muscles, it strengthens your bones and connective tissues. Each squat or pull or press tells your bones, hey, don't just stay there, stay dense and sturdy, we've got work to do. This can help counteract bone density dips during weight loss and keep you structurally strong. Moreover, strong muscles around joints equal happier joints. Your knees, your back, and all of your hips and all those things, shoulders, we're looking at those things. In short, strength training makes your whole body more resilient. Confidence and independence. There's something incredibly empowering about getting stronger. Today you can't lift a 10-pound dumbbell, and tomorrow you're easily doing 20 pounds. It's a huge boost in your confidence. For older individuals, maintaining strength means that you're going to be able to stay independent and free longer. You'll be able to carry your groceries, get up from a chair with ease, and not be in pain and having to rely on other people. For everyone, it means more capability in your daily life. Okay, so maybe I've convinced you to lift now. That's awesome. But before you charge into the weight room and start flinging dumbbells around, let's talk about doing it right. This is where a qualified coach or a personal trainer comes in, and trust me, if you're on GLP-1s and you're new to lifting, getting a coach is one of the most smartest moves you can make, and here's why. First off, proper form, proper technique equals safety. Now, lifting weights is extremely safe when done correctly, but poor form can lead to injury. A strength coach who's qualified will teach you the proper technique for each exercise you're going to do. So think about squatting without blowing out your knees, how to lift with your legs and not blowing out your back, how to bench press without turning it into a neck exercise, you name it, whatever it is, a qualified strength coach can get you there. This means you can avoid injuries while actually targeting the muscles that you wanted to work. No one wants to be sidelined with a blown out back, busted knee, or jacked up shoulder. A coach who's qualified and experienced is going to give you a personalized plan because not one person is the same. A good coach is going to assess your starting point. They're going to figure out your fitness level or any issues that you may have going into it. They're going to create a custom program built for you. Especially if you're on GLP-1s, you might feel a little bit low energy or even nauseous at times, and a trainer who's experienced with clients can help you overcome these things and adjust accordingly. They're going to ensure that you're doing the right exercises that are going to meet your goals. So they're not going to align you with something that you're not asking for. They're not just going to do things to do them. It should make sense, and a qualified coach will help you get there. Let's be real, some days we just don't feel like working out, especially if your appetite is low or if you're adjusting to your new medication. Having a scheduled session with a coach is going to help keep you accountable. It's going to have built-in accountability. They're going to be waiting for you, and you're less likely to skip the gym when somebody's got your back. Plus, with a great coach, a great coach is a combination of a teacher and a cheerleader. They're going to celebrate your wins, and they're going to keep you motivated when you're not feeling it. This support can make or break your success in the gym, and it'll help you turn exercise into a habit. GLP-1 medications can be life-changing for weight loss, but they're not a magic bullet. To truly transform your body and get yourself into a healthier position, you have to put some work in, and that work is generally going to be strength training. So by partnering with a knowledgeable and qualified strength coach and making resistance exercise part of your routine, you're going to protect your muscle, keep your metabolism roaring, strengthen your bones, and set yourself up for long-term success. Imagine yourself a few months from now. You've lost the weight and you've kept or even built muscle. You feel strong and energetic and capable. Your posture is better, you can carry heavy groceries without strain, and maybe you've dropped a couple of clothing sizes while getting some muscle definition. Your doctor is thrilled because it's not only is your weight down, but your blood sugar and your cholesterol have improved, thanks in part to your muscles doing their job. That's what we want for you. Not just a smaller body, but a strong and healthy body. So if you're currently using a GLP-1 like Ozempic or Wegovy, or even thinking about starting one of them, take this as a friendly pep talk. Don't skip the gym. Don't let your muscle or your bone become collateral damage in your weight loss journey. Find a good qualified strength coach or trainer, learn to lift properly, and make it fun. Get a workout buddy, celebrate small wins, and remember you're literally building a stronger body every time you pick up those weights. Your GLP-1 is helping you lose the weight, but you have to help ensure that the weight loss is high quality, which means lots of fat loss with minimal muscle loss. That combo is a golden goose, not only losing weight, but keeping it off. You've got an amazing tool in the medication. Now pair it with the strength training and know that your muscles are the secret weapon for lasting success. Treat them like the treasure they are. Now go out there and crush it. You've got this, and if you need help, you know a strength coach has got your back. Strong is the new skinny, my friends. Here's to being strong, healthy, and rocking your GLP-1 journey with confidence and strength. Let's go.